And I'm the principal designer and founder of AKG Design Studio. At AKG, we believe that exceptional design isn't luxury, it's the foundation for better life. Here, we specialize in creating high-impact functional spaces that are uniquely tailored to our clients' success and well-being. And that is exactly what this show is all about. So join me here each week on Design Tips and Sips as I walk you through functional and style tips, project deep dives, and key design concepts we use every day here at the studio. Ready to elevate your space and your lifestyle? Grab your sips and let's get started. Hello, design enthusiasts, and welcome to another amazing design episode. And we are so excited to share Biophilic design insights with you today. So, what is biophilic design? Biophilic design actually started long time ago, and this is a theory that concentrates on bringing the outdoor indoors. So as people evolved, we used to live outside, shocking, in caves, in tents, in places that had a lot of connection with nature, with the sunlight, with the grass, with the earth, with the rain. It is raining here today. And all these features were part of our life and from our daily cycle. Even the sun was part of our daily cycle. And once we moved into our home with 4 walls made out of brick and wood, we actually lost that connection to nature. As we continue the trend of bringing more health and wellness features into our home, concentrating on the biophilic design, it is super important because it really is one of the key features to bring those opportunity into your home. So few of the things that we look at when we're talking about the biophilic design, we are talking about the connection to nature. And as I said in the intro, we're talking about the sunlight, we're talking about the fresh air, we're talking the connection to the soil and the earth, and we're talking about natural materials. And all those can be implemented into your design. We have a lot of clients that are very aware of biophilic design, and they really call us with that specific request to make sure that when we are creating kitchens for them, we bring that outdoor, indoor, and bring that atmosphere and create beautiful spaces that are evolving. So let's start with the sunlight. Back in the day, we used to wake up when the sun was rising and we went to sleep when the candle was burned out. So we really followed the whole circadian rhythm of the sun. And this is what helped us go through the day. And you probably don't really pay attention to it, but the sun actually has different luminous values throughout the day. So in the morning, it's usually tend to be warm and soft. And as we get through the day, midday, we have really bright colors. And as we go into the dusk, it goes down and becomes soft again. And then, of course, it disappears at night. And then this circadian rhythm really helped us for many years to keep our day going. Right now, because we work in buildings that have really harsh sunlight or daylight. So a lot of commercial spaces utilize that harsh midday light throughout their spaces. So if you go into hospitals, if you go to casinos in Vegas, they make sure that you have that daylight throughout the whole day. So when you walk into that space, you don't know if it's 12 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning. For you, when you walk into these spaces, remember, there's no windows, there's no nothing. The light is the same, static the whole time. Same thing goes in the hospitals. Of course, in hospitals, people work all day round. And even at night now, they are trying to let people sleep, so the lights, but some of the main area, because they need to keep their staff energizing and going, especially in ER atmospheres, those lights are really bright and harsh all day. And this is what happened when we bring those lights into our home without actually controlling them. So if you want to learn more about circadian rhythm and how you can help bring it into your home, make sure you check our episode with Lutron about their amazing system, Cantra, where you can actually create the full circadian rhythm in your house. And this is really an amazing opportunity to help you go through the day. And really, it can impact a lot of things. We were talking to one of our clients, and they're getting that system. And one of the things that they're going to program is that probably around 6 o'clock, they're going to be start dimming the lights around the house to make sure that they mentally and emotionally prepare their kids through the lights, believe it or not, prepare them through the lights to going to bed versus having that same harsh light that they had when the kids are coming from school and they're still energized and there's still a lot activities and homework and things going happening in their day versus okay, now it's time to prepare for your bedtime. And also that helps little kids create cues, knowing that the lights are going down, that's time to relax, now time to stay away from electronics and prepare for our bedtime routine. And you can create those different routines for yourself throughout the whole time in your home with those amazing system. The other big thing with the circadian rhythm, and of course with bringing light, is making sure that we're adding windows and as much as natural light into our spaces. So a lot of especially bathrooms tend to be without windows, and again, we don't get to enjoy that particular light. So when we walk into our bathroom in the morning, there's no light. We don't really connect with nature. We don't know what's going on outside. And having a big, beautiful window where you can see the nature waking up with you, having that sunlight in the morning really can help you get yourself reinvigorated and energized to get your day going. Same thing is with the different spaces in your home, whether it's the kitchen. So when we remodel, yeah, sometimes we take windows away, but a lot of time we also try to add windows to make sure that we do have that connection to nature so we can see the greenery, that we can see the beautiful views and we can appreciate it. And of course, get the sunlight and connect to our circadian rhythm. So make sure you check the Lutron episode for more information about that. Next, we talk about soil. So, of course, soil and greenery, it's really something, one of the biggest things for people that believe in the nature. They say go outside barefoot once a day and stand in the grass. Well, sometimes it can be really wet or snowy, so it's not always possible to do that. But if you can't, uh, go ahead, try it, and let me know how it worked out, because there is nothing that I love more than being barefoot on the grass. For me, it reminds me of my childhood. I spent many, many days in the summer as of my childhood running barefoot around my neighborhood and around my grandmother's kibbutz. So for me, it's every time I can be barefoot on the grass brings beautiful memories, but also the connection to nature that as adult, I feel that we lose as well. So let's bring that back. So how can we do that? So there's two ways we can do that. So one thing we can do, of course, is to bring plants into our space. Having plants in the space really helps you calm yourself down. There's a reason why green considered to be a calming color, because when we see green, when we go out hiking, when we go outside and we see beautiful gardens, we automatically feel calm and feel the beauty of your nature. So why not bringing into your home But there's some people, and of course, we'll talk about ventilation and air quality, but a lot of the plants really help control air quality in your space as well. Now, if you cannot, and if you have what they call a black thumb, where you feel that you literally just, kill everything, I'm meaning plants, not people. There is really great systems out there that you really have to just water your plant once a month, and it will self water. And so, really, if you can put yourself a reminder through one of your techy gadgets, you can do it. I promise you. If I can do it, you can do it too. But if keeping live plants is not your thing, you can always go with some fake plants. I'm not a really big fan of those, but there is some high-end companies that really provide beautiful silk made plants that look absolutely real. And again, they can create at least the atmosphere and the look of having a beautiful garden in your home. And if you're really, really not into it, let's take a look at wallpaper, because a lot of wallpapers right now, and it's not your grandmother's wallpaper, have beautiful greenery that, again, you can bring that feel and look of calm into your space and really feel that you walk into a garden when you walk into the space. Or even backsplash and tile, just like in those projects that we're showing you, that has this beautiful new flowers on the tile. So your tile doesn't need to be boring, and you can bring that static look of the flowers, but it is really a great way to bring it in. So, all right, so we talked about light, we talked about greenery, let's talk about ventilation. So I spoke a little bit about bringing plants, but the biggest things that we have in our home right now, because we live with the HVAC all the time, is to make sure that we have really good ventilation, and that pertains to your kitchen and your bathroom. So make sure, a lot of the older homes, the old code was that if you have a window, you actually don't need a bathroom fan. But as we all know, nobody ever opens this window. It's a great window to bring that sunlight. It's a great window to see the beautiful view. None of us actually opens it. Most of us become pretty much slaves to our HVAC. And because of that, we do not actually open windows to ventilate everything. So it is really important to get a really good ventilation system in your bathroom, so you can remove all the air, condensed air, especially after you shower. Make sure that there is no mold. And it also helps with smells as well. And in your kitchen, especially if you have gas stove, it is super, super important to have really high end and good ventilation above your stove, because number one, your gas stove is technically always on. So you have off gassing in your house all the time. You will see that there is a big push to move into electricity and induction within the house to make sure that we remove those static gases from your home. So also moving to electric fireplace versus a gas fireplace, especially if you have people that have asthma or breathing issues in the house, I highly, highly recommend discontinue and removing all the gas appliances that you have as soon as possible. They're absolutely not helping you. But if you love your gas, you want to leave your gas, it is really important that you get really good quality ventilation to make sure that you are ventilating all the off gases when you're cooking. And one of the simplest tips that I give everybody, and that actually should work for any type of stove that you have, whether it's electric, induction, gas, it is really important tip. Make sure, if you think that you are going to doing cooking that has a lot of steam, a lot of smells, a lot of everything going on, maybe it's a couple of pots at the same time, have your fan start to work at least 10 minutes before you actually start cooking. Because if you start the fan after you start cooking, the fans now are playing catch up with the air at home. But if you started 10 minutes before, the air in the house is already circulating and now everything goes straight up. So that will help your system be more efficient. It will help your home to reduce off gases, smells, steam, and you will not have a smelly house by the time you are done cooking. And the last one that I want to talk about for today will be the water. So again, some areas has better water quality, some area has less. Some people don't really want to trust the water systems in the area, and I'm not going to get into the argument whether fluoride in the water is good or bad, but it is what it is. This is a water that we have, but it doesn't means that we have to live with that. So putting a whole home filtration system, I would probably say that's a good start from there. But most of the time, it doesn't really necessary because you don't need to shower in filtered water. So at least putting it in your kitchen or putting it attached to the lines that goes into your kitchen, that's probably going to be the most important and the most cost efficient because you don't need to filter water for the whole house. The other option is make sure that you put a filter under your kitchen sink. So all the water that you are using for your kitchen is being filtered. Number two, make sure you replace the filters in your refrigerator. So if you're using water from your refrigerator, most likely there is a filter that came with your refrigerator. Most people forget to replace it. So if you look at your manufacturer recommendation, most of the time for standard use is probably about every 6 months. So make sure it's very easy. Most of them are available at your local big box store. They're available online and they're not that expensive, but make sure you replace those filters. And of course, make sure you replace the filters under your sink as well. And again, if you want to be even more efficient, you can add a water filtration system with a specific spigot. So it only comes out. So again, you're not filtering water to wash dishes, but you get water that is being filtered just for your drinking water. And those systems are really cool because you actually can get them with a water heater as well. So you can actually get hot or cold water at the same time. And if you go super, super fancy, you can even have club soda or even really cool water as well. So there's a lot of really high-end system there that can really create a really high-end and luxurious experience right there in your sink. So one more thing that I want to talk about is, again, because we are bringing the biophilic design, it's about what we spoke before, but it's also creating that feel that you are outside while you're inside. So making sure that when you are creating your design is also bringing those natural feeling materials into your home. So this is why we're going to also see the big push in 2026 to see a lot of the white cabinets and the gray cabinets finally going away and much more of the wood cabinetry coming in, whether it's dark wood or light wood, it doesn't matter. It's just the use of wood in your flooring, in your cabinetry, in your design, using natural material like natural stone that again bring that earthy tone and feel into your home, and really making sure that you are bringing materials that make you feel like you are part of nature. So we're talking about stone, we're talking about wood, we're talking about iron. And of course, we talked about the greenery. So again, if you can bring natural flower, maybe bring materials that have green colors in them, or blues or colors that really reflect the colors that you see readily available in nature when you just open your door. So make sure that, and even crystal. So we see a lot of crystal being used on cabinet hardwares, in lighting. So there is really great opportunities, or even just use a vase or something, that maybe a beautiful bowl that you can put on your countertop, that bring that different type of stones and natural materials into your home. So here's a few simple tips about how you can bring biophilic design to your home. You do not have to do a full design, redesign, or remodel to bring it. Like I said, you can bring plants into your home. You can bring beautiful vases, natural material into your home, and start building on that. And then if you're doing the full remodel, then we can talk about adding the lighting, adding the water filtration system, adding natural materials when we're creating the design, to really bring the full concept into your home. One of my dear friend, he's a ceramic artist, and his, not only he is using ceramic that makes it feel very natural and very authentic, but he also uses leaves and flowers from where he lives, and he embeds them onto the ceramic, which makes it feel even more natural and authentic and feel. So even if you're just using a vase or a platter on your countertop, it already kind of makes it feel like you brought the outdoor in. So this is it for this episode. So what do you think about biophilic design? Are you a green thumb or a black thumb? Let me know in the comments. Like, do you love plants or do you kill them? So it took me, I have to tell you guys, a while to become a green thumb, but even now I am very much into very low maintenance plant. So, and they mostly live here on the window, but it took me a while. Again, thank you so much for listening to me today. If you loved our episode, please do not keep us a secret. We love growing, and we've been growing and reaching more and more and more people, but please don't keep us a secret. Share our YouTube channel with your friends and make sure they know all about it. We drop new episodes every Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you ring the bell to make sure you get all the notification for the new episode as they come up, so you don't miss anything. And please engage with us in the comments. If you are ready to create your own biophilic space, make sure you reach out to me. Check out our website, www.AKG Design Studio, or email me at Anna@AKG Design Studio. If you want to be a guest or you have a topic that you want to talk to us about, again, make sure you drop it in the comments or connect with me directly. So until next time, cheers.